Tom. Hello everybody, Tom Fawkes here. Welcome back to more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In the last episode, we finished off everything we need to do on the planet of Kashyyyk, at least for now. I'm not sure if there's anything else we need that requires us to travel between planets, but we've finished everything we could. I rearranged my equipment a little bit. I upgraded one of the short lightsabers, and now, yeah! I was planning on going for one sword and one short lightsaber, but I upgraded this lightsaber so that way it dealt, let's see, +3 attack modifier, and then on a hit, there's a 25% chance to stun for 6 seconds, DC save of 10. So that's not going to be happening very often, but it is, you know, rather useful to have. Before we head off, however, I think we should probably talk to some of our crewmates because we haven't done so in quite a while. Canderous.
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
What was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with the basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
What happened next?
The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
Dropped from orbit riding a droid?
The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
I want a basilisk war droid.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know?
Not at all. Can you give me some adrenal stimulants?
Stimulants make a warrior out of even the weakest human. Here's a speed-boosting stimulant to help you get quicker. There anything else you need? Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough.
Okay, so yeah, he'll give you a certain amount. Nothing more.
Your choice.
So we learned a little bit more about Canderous. I want to move on to Zalbar, because he was hesitant to talk to anything about himself, but let's see if there's anything else he'll say. Is there something you want? If you got anything more to say about yourself, Zalbar? You've seen more than I would have allowed and taught me some things too. I am grateful for that. It'll be a while before I know what my role will be in making Kashyyyk truly free. I have a lot to learn. Why did you request to take Baka's sword? I'm not sure I really know. Father expects much of me. I guess I do as well. I think when I've learned enough, I'll bring it back to Kashyyyk. When that what happens then? We'll see. Sorry we can't stay on Kashyyyk longer. You and I have important things to do. I don't feel bad about leaving this time. I know I'll be welcome back. I wish you well. Let's get going. I will follow. How about you, Hani?
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more about your past.
Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. All of them, were so very invigorating.
Invigorating?
They were so very alive. So full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic.
What do you mean?
Those Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
Damn straight, I do look divine. The Jedi are not gods.
I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
What happened?
The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Was it that bad?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
As long as you don't let your anger influence you.
Don't you see? The very fact I mentioned it means it has its influence. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
Interesting. T3, where are you at? You got anything to say? Can you construct a programming spike for me, T3? Beep, 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 boop. Can you do it again? How many times can you do that for me? He can do it a lot, apparently. Holy cow, T3. Keep him coming! Keep him coming, T3! At some point, he'll make, like, sad beeps, and then he won't be able to make... Nope, negatory. Alright, I want to ask you some questions. You don't even know what I was going to ask. Just chime in if you ever have any advice. So he doesn't really have much of a history. He was recently repaired, so it's no wonder that he doesn't really have much to say. We got rid of Sasha, that's one thing off our minds as well. Talk to Mission, Bastila, and Karth. Karth, I feel like we're kind of getting close to the end of Karth's journey here. Mission, we talked a lot to about her brother.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I wanted to talk about your brother.
I've been thinking about Lena and what she said about Griff. You know, how he was always blaming other people for his problems? There might be something to what she said.
You mean you believe her story now?
No, of course not. Not really. But what if it was his idea to leave me behind? I'm not saying Griff would just abandon me, but maybe he did want to leave me behind. Just temporarily, you know? He might have done that if he planned on coming back later, but things don't usually work out for Griff the way he planned, you know? And that's when he'd get in trouble. He was always borrowing money he could never pay back. He might have been trying to skip out on his debts when he left Harris. He would have to leave his little sister behind so it would look like he was coming back.
So he sacrificed you to save his own hide?
Yeah, well, no, not exactly. Look, all I'm trying to say is that the more I think back, the more I realize I might be idolizing my brother a bit, not seeing all his faults. I still want to find him. I need to see him again. It's just that I'm not sure how I'll react when I do.
When that time comes, you'll know what to say, Mission.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't want to judge him yet. Maybe Lena was lying. Or maybe she wasn't. All I know is I'd like to speak to Griff myself. If we have time, I'd like to go talk to the Zerker Corp rep on Tatooine and see what he has to say about where my brother is now.
Well, that's good news because that's actually where we're going to be heading next. But we talked to Mission, so now we got left is Karth and Bastila, and then we'll be on our way. Let's start with Bastila.
How can I help?
You have something you want to ask me?
I do. How did you know?
Well, your face is all scrunched up like a Kinrath pup.
An amusing description, but hardly the truth. We both know the real reason you have some idea of what I am thinking. The bond we share.
Maybe.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
You could warn me when I do something bad. Blink once for dark side, twice for light.
This is not a joke. The choices you make could affect both our destinies. Not to mention the fate of the Republic and the entire galaxy. There is much at stake. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
She blinked twice. Double dark. Or maybe it was double light. I don't remember what the text was. If it's double light, then that's even better. I will try.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There is great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
That works both ways, doesn't it? You could help me stay strong.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
I would appreciate any help you could offer.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Oh, we learned a little bit about Bastila. Karth! Hey, buddy, we haven't talked in a while.
Yes, what's on your mind?
We didn't end our last discussion very well.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
How does that excuse your actions?
It doesn't, I know. It's been a while since I've even had to think about that sort of thing. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
You sure? Don't worry about it, Karth.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
As long as you stop swinging that sword in my face. Only if you agree to, I don't know, maybe you should work for it a little bit. Only if you agree to work with me for once.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
There we go. Just like that. Absolution. We are forgiven. Let's head over to Tatooine now. As we fly away from Kashyyyk. Into the stars we go. In a very Star Wars style. I'm trying to think of like what sort of household device that looks like. Looks like something you'd probably come across at the hardware store. Like a wrench that I would have no idea how to use. Anyway, we're making the jump to light space. Light speed, whatever you want to call it. I think if we were to be attacked by the Sith ships, it would have showed a different cutscene. But wait. A star map in ancient ruins. What could it mean? Approach the settlement of Anchorhead on Tatooine. Where the moisture farms are plenty, the booze is plentier, and the locals are not friendly.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
It looked like it was in some, it looks like it was inside some kind of cave.
The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
I assume that, like, the star map is, like, close. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. The star map, like the star map's locations that we found in the ancient ruins on Tatooine, excuse me, are like they give us like locations where we could land and find them. So these settlements just happen to be really close there. I'm gonna bring along, since we're gonna be exploring a little bit, I'm gonna bring along Karth and Joel. No, I gotta bring along a mission at some point. I'll bring along Karth and mission. One non-lightsaber melee and one ranged unit. I'm okay with that.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
What if I don't have the money?
That would be unfortunate. Zerka Corporation can't afford to extend credit. Everyone pays. That's the rule.
Is there any way you could reconsider the fee?
I assure you that the fee is non-negotiable. We have a very thin margin of profit on this world.
The money I save, I'll spend in your stores.
That does make sense. I suppose I could let it go this time. We need the business. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Looking for paying work. What is there to do?
It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them.
Let me see. I'm looking for very specific things. Who should I ask?
That's not much information. Could you tell me more?
I'm looking for older things. Antiques, artifacts.
You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by sand people soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know.
Actually, I really need to get going.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Ready?
Karth's got some level ups we could take care of. In terms of his skills, I'll just go for that. Feats. Feats as a soldier. Yeah, your 2-weapon fighting's maxed out, and your weapon specialization for melee is maxed out. What else can I give you? You can get power attack. Flurry might be good. Improve conditioning or toughness. I'm gonna give toughness. Get some more. He's gonna be our tank. Got another level up. Attributes. Hello. Could put another into intelligence to get another skill point. Seems like a bit of a waste though. Especially for a soldier class. Let's go strength. terms of skills, treat injury as always, feats. Let's see. I'll get the maximum toughness so he gets that damage reduction as well. He gets another level up too. Good lord. Feats. Let's start going for more conditioning on him. Okay. Let me see what else I can give him in terms of equipment, because the light battle armor is kind of not doing so well for him right now. I can give him the Achani fiber armor, because I ain't using that. Kalinord's armor, not great. Mandalorian battle armor, not great. Kalinord's armor is actually really good. Wow, I should probably give that to Canderous or somebody equal. The problem is Canderous is the only one who really benefits from the heavy armor, because, you know, nobody else really does. I'm gonna give him the Achani fiber armor. He's got a Vibra sword and a Vibra blade. Do I have any of the... I've got Mission's Vibra blade here. Why don't I put that into this slot, into the offhand slot? Oh, I've got the prototype as well. I'll give him the prototype of the and missions, because Zalbar's using Baka's blade. And nothing else I can give her until I find more hand stuff. Okay, this is the first planet that's, like, really, like, big. Like, Kashyyyk was very, like, was very middling, very, very small. There is a lot to do on Tatooine. And it's gonna... and hopefully, it will start by... it'll hopefully start with us getting our last party member. Because that would be... oh, man, that would be grand. I just want to check around the entire area to make sure I'm not missing anything, and it doesn't appear so. And on top of that, I also saved the best party member for last. And it's probably what I'm going to try to keep with me as much as possible. Docking Bay Mechanic. Hello there, Captain. Let's see. Oh, yes. Looks like your shipment has been delivered to your ship as requested. What shipment was that again? Let's see. Docking Bay 32, check. Crate 42, B7, check. Manifest list, lifeform, Gizga. Everything seems to be in order. Excuse me, did you say Gizga? It says right here on the manifest you ordered a crate of Gizga to be delivered at Docking Bay 32. That's right here. All I need is your thumbprint for the... wait a second, where'd the datapad go? Nothing is ever organized around here. At any rate, the Gizga are yours. One of the loaders said the crate split open once he got into your hold. Some of the critters might have gotten loose. That happens, I'm afraid. We don't accept liability, and we certainly don't take the cargo back. Enjoy. So now I just have a crate of Gizga on my ship. Hey, it's another one of these guys. There's a pouch here I can open. Steal from his pouch. Miktunan Juice Orgu.
Who that? Turn it, you Gunda Customers are talking. That's better. Hello, customer. Buy from Miktuna Juice and save your credits. Yes, save, because you never know what situations turn around. Look at Turka. We hear, well, things are not, well on Outpost Kashyyyk. We sure you know.
Just show me what you have for sale.
Yes, of course. We don't want to keep you from important business. Please have a look.
Life support pack, that'd probably be important to buy. I'll get some more advanced med packs as well. Usanis' brand. It does... it looks like 3d6 damage? Upgradable. This is a double-bladed weapon. That's interesting. Joma Hogra's carbine. There's so many good weapons for a lot of credits that I don't want to get quite yet. Mandalorian blaster repeater. Advanced oral, Verpine headset, both in sensory visor, breath mask. Kakrid gauntlets, +3 to all saves and a dexterity bonus. Anything else? Thermal shield generator. Damage immunity to fire. Immunity mind affecting. Fortitude. Stealth field generator. Retinal combat implant. Actually, hold on. What does that do? Immunity to critical hits. That's not great. Bantha fodder and Gizga poison. I'll buy one Bantha fodder. Thank you.
Leave me be. If I don't get these converters working, I lose my job.
Hey, you gotta go to Tashi Station to get the power converters. Are we gonna see the Tashi Station? I feel like a what do you call it? What are they called? A tourist traveling through time. Anchorhead tradesman, a Ronto. Look at these behemoths. What do we got here? The hunting lodge. I can get a hunting license. I can hunt for some of the local fauna here. Not sure if I want to do that though. Faza Utral. Well, new face. Come test your skill on the endless dunes of Tatooine. Faza's Lodge is the place to arrange it. This world may not have much, but it does have the meanest predators this side of the galactic rim. A hunter's paradise. Do you have things for sale or trade? I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to even look at what you see until I see a hunting license. Circa Corporation rules. The other hunters all have theirs. I can't make exceptions or I'll get shut down. What are you doing here? This is a hunting lodge. I purchase what sportsmen bring in. It's not a bad little job. Anything out of the ordinary happen? You mean on here on Tatooine or just in general? Heard about the destruction of terrorists. I don't know anything else specific. I'm not surprised something like it happened. I remember the Exar Kun War and how the Sith and Jedi fought across worlds. Know anything more local? Zerka Corporation is always complaining about sand people. I stay out of it. We hunt animals, not people. And I guess the Jawas are being pushed around again. At least that's what I think they said. Tough to tell sometimes. You'll have to talk to these groups yourself or more. I keep to myself. I've got a question about hunting. You want to know how to get in? Just pay 200 credits for a license down at the Zerka office. No license, no hunting. Why do I need a license? You need a license because nobody gets out of the city without one. Zerka Corporation uses it to keep track of people. They want people to know that if they step outside the gates, they're on their own. Only serious hunters pay the 200 credit fee. Once you have the license, I'll pay whatever spoils you hunt you bring back. I have off-world buyers that take them. Would you consider lowering the fee? Well, that's not up to me now, is it? You have to talk with the people at the Zerka office in the center of town. Alright, let's go back to my first question. I have to go, bye. Anyone else around here I can talk to? Kudos.
Hello, human. Are you a hunter like the others? Not the life for me, but I admire you for it.
What do you do?
I fill the days in the game Bazak. Not much to, not that there's many people to play with, but a person should keep busy somehow. I'd play that fellow at the cantina, but I find him distasteful. He's not playing for the same reason I do.
Why do you play?
The sport of it. Even if I lose the reward in having played the best of my ability, I don't dwell on the credits taken or given. Most people play is simply, to most people, the game is simply gambling, but I choose to get more out of it than that. Not many players see it my way.
Not many players see it my way. That error there. I have to go, bye. So the hunting lodge is a good place to play Pazak. Anybody else around here? Comad Fortuna. Yes, is there something you wish, human? Information if I could trouble such a worthy hunter for a moment. Spare me the flattery, human. Such talk is rarely sincere. Who are you? What do you do? I'm Comad Fortuna, a hunter and member of this lodge. It's not the life for everyone, but I am content. Where's the best hunting? Best hunting is wherever the best hunter is. It's a trite answer, human, but the only one I can give. Depends on what you seek. Raid are plentiful and are spoils of the sport hunter. Dragons appear only to the true hunter. Patience is key. Great dragons hunt alone. Their prey is whatever they can catch their attention. So dragons are rare? Are they dangerous? They are both rare and dangerous, and an honor to hunt. If you survive, you are blessed and favored. Respect them. Some try to lessen the risk by mass hunting with battle droids. I would rather hunt solo, taking the risk as my own. Who uses battle droids? I will not speak of it where they live. It is their shame to admit or hide. They know the effect it has. Perhaps they will kill so many raid that they also kill the hunt. After that, perhaps the solo hunter will prosper. How long have you been at this? A decade, 2. I don't enslave myself to time, human. There is a day and there is night. You really don't know anymore? Tatooine will not change my life in my lifetime. Why bother trying to keep with the rolling of the years? And what can you tell me about the other hunters? Probably not as much as you would learn speaking to them yourself, even if they tell you nothing. The most obvious are the Gamorreans, however. Gurg and his crew are not the best company. They hunt, but often come back with salvage instead of hide or pearls. I think their prey walks upright. Won't the guard say something about that? The dudes are far from the reach of their blasters. Besides, Gurg spends his money in company stores. What about the hunters besides the Gamorreans? Simply put, Dorak Quinn is honorable. Tanis Ven is not so much, but I have no real quarrel with him. Let's go back to my first question. Will you pay for me to not kill you? I will have my leave. Goodbye.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. I hunt desert raid. I don't babysit.
Come on now, I just want to benefit from your experience.
Well, you sure know how to get on my good side. You're just trotting out banthapats, but thanks all the same.
Who are you and what is it you do?
My name is Doric Quinn. I'm a hunter. I hunt. Is that enough, or should I start listing my family birthdays?
How long have you been at this?
I've tracked wild beasts my whole life, but I've only been hunting here for 5 years. I've much to learn yet.
What do you want to learn?
There are hunters that go after the big kills, the crate dragons. I don't know how they do it. I never even see the things. Komad is the one I respect, but I also trust that the only difference between us is experience. I will learn.
What can you tell me about the other hunters?
I don't go telling stories about other people. You want to know what they think? You go talk to them. One word, though. Watch yourself around the Gamorreans. Gurk and his buddies aren't to be trusted. Everyone else I respect because they have skill. Those guys, they go for easier prey.
What makes you say that?
Just watch your back when you hunt. The dragons aren't the only dangers out there.
Let's go back to my
If
first
that's what
question.
you want, I'm not sure.
I have to leave. Goodbye.
Good hunting.
Thank you. Nakrol, Uzgok, and Gurk.
Boys, talk to me. What do you want, Yumi? Gurk has no time for you.
Marines ever understand? A blaster to your forehead.
Ooh, Yumi has big enforcer. We scared now. You tell him, Gurk.
What if I wanted advice? I'm sure you're very smart.
What? Try to get my secrets, I bet. Try to find out where I hunt, I tell you nothing. Yeah, you get nothing.
So can I ask what you do?
Kirk and his boys hunt. That's what we do and who we are. We'll train babies like you. Yeah, we hunt the raid best out of everybody. We don't have time to train you or anyone.
Some of the other hunters say you don't know how to hunt.
Yeah, they know we're just as good as them. That's for sure. Yeah, we can prove it because some of them don't come back, but we always do. Shut up, stupid!
Why don't you let him speak?
What, you deaf? Because he's stupid and talks too much. You leave us alone now. I'm not stupid, you're stupid.
Aw, jeez. I hope this doesn't take too long. Gamorreans like to throw insults around, but they just don't have the smarts for it.
You're the stupid one, not me. You're too stupid even though you are stupid. No, you're the stupid one, stupid. You're so stupid everyone see you and say you look stupid. Shut up, stupid.
I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, you leave, that's good. Maybe we'll see you out in the dunes, maybe before you see us. Shut up, stupid!
Well, that was interesting. Hello, Tanis.
What can I do for you? Did my wife send you? This ain't about credits, is it?
I'm just looking for experts. You seem knowledgeable.
Well, of course, darling. Whatever Tanis Ven can do. You know, very few human females come to Tatooine.
Hey, you talk to her with a bit of respect in your voice, or you'll end this conversation minus a few teeth. Got it?
Hey, let's calm down, shall we? No offense was meant. You just go ahead and ask your questions.
He got a little crick in his neck there when he was trying to hit on me. I wanted to ask you about you and hunting.
Sure you do. Tanis can tell you all about the thrill of the hunt. Man versus beast. It's all very exciting. What, specifically, would you like me to cover?
Pretty forward for a married man.
Well, the wife doesn't really take much of an interest in my work. Not like you. Now, you have questions?
Let's go back to my first question. Goodbye. Didn't get me much of anywhere. This guy can't talk. He's just a set piece. Alright, so we haven't explored much of Tatooine yet, but we're gonna get around to them more in the next episode. I know this wasn't really that action-packed, mostly about lore and our character development. But you know what? We're also gonna be getting around to finding Mission's brothers, so... Or at least going to the Circuit Corporation to see what they know about it. So anyway, next time on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, we're gonna continue exploring the planet of Tatooine. See you all then! Later!